Viewers, we are now turning attention to what could be an extremely important aspect of water security for India and to all downstream nations from Brahmaputra, which also includes Bangladesh. Now, China's Premier Li Qiang oversaw the groundbreaking ceremony for the start of a massive hydropower project in Tibet on Saturday. State television had put out those images. The controversial project in the lower reaches of the Yarlung-Zangbo River, which is Brahmaputra, and this is the Chinese name of that river, is expected to be the world's largest hydropower facility. It's $170 billion is the kind of investments that they are putting in. A lot of people say that it's not something that started only today. Some people believe that work had actually started a couple of years back. It's just beginning to show now. Now, this is going to have a major impact on India's water security, potentially, and even for Bangladesh as well. And let's tell you that on the graphic that we are telling right here, viewers, in terms of this is the entire glacier, the origin of Brahmaputra right there. And then you can see the trajectory it takes and where exactly is it that the dam is being built by China. $170 billion, the biggest dam in the world, a mega project that will have implications, as I said, downstream for other countries as well, India as well as Bangladesh. And let's quickly now tell you the big questions that we are asking on this story that are important, and then we're going to get Major General G.G. Dwivedi to get answers to some of them. First and foremost, is this a big threat now to India's water security, and how will India respond to something like this? Can China weaponize Brahmaputra? There's an attempt to do so, but is it actually going to do it? What are the environmental concerns? Remember, this is a very seismic zone in which this entire construction is taking place. It's the mammoth construction. Will it actually have a major impact on the entire region? Will India and Bangladesh register a formal protest against this? And how will that impact our water security? Major General G.G. Dwivedi joins us to talk more on that. General Dwivedi, your thoughts on this, the dam that is being built, the impact this will have on India, the strategic thought with which Beijing is actually going ahead with this? Your first thoughts, sir.
Thank you, Gaurie, for having me on your show. Well, you have flagged certain essential details about the dam that is going to come up on the river bend when the Yarlung-Zangbo, which is known as by this name in China, it takes a bend, and that's the area of Namcha Barwa. The point at issue is, Gaurie, that this dam building activity of China is not a new, I would say, news. It has been there for last couple of years. In fact, China has already built 5 dams on Yarlung-Zangbo, and these are at the place of Zangmu, Dagu, Chieshu. So the point is that this dam was also in the planning stage. In fact, this is part of the 14th 5-year plan of China. And you're right, the work has not started only when Prime Minister Li Qiang has broken the ground and launched the project. This project has been there for a couple of years. It started during
pandemic, in fact. It started during the midst of pandemic.
Absolutely, absolutely, about 4-5 years back.
You know, this is a... Right. So, General Dwivedi, this is a dam that is being built close to the border in an area which is highly seismic zone, is going to have an impact on downstream nations, that is India and then Bangladesh. What should be our response to something like this that has a long-term impact on so many aspects for India?
Absolutely, Gaurie. This dam is being built very close to the LAC or the border. There are 2-3 things which are very important. First and foremost is the size of the dam is going to generate something like 60 gigawatts of electricity, which is almost 3 times the size of 3 Gaurie project. Now it's going to have number of impacts as far as India is concerned, both as a security, as also on the flora and fauna, as also on the ecological. First and foremost, Chinese have the ability now to regulate the water. As I said, they already have 5 dams, and this is a very big mega dam, and therefore they have the ability to regulate the water, and that force means they have a leverage, and this is a very strategic leverage they will have. Secondly, the construction itself is going to be over the years about 320 kilometers of tunneling is going to take place. So a lot of, construction material will flow into the river, and that will impact the quality of water and also the, fishery and other agriculture issues. The third point which we need to remember is that Chinese are very, very secretive about all their projects. And there have been talk of Chinese diverting water to the north. When I was in China, we did a close study about their water scarcity in the north. So Chinese also have the ability to divert water in the north, though they keep saying it is run of the river project. But I think we can't believe Chinese. They can divert the water northward. Now, what should be our response? Firstly,
Right.
Gauri, we should have been talking about this. We should have brought the notice long time earlier. We should have tried to sign some kind of a treaty with them, which not happened. Now, India should actually make number of dams in our own area so that we are able to take care in
Okay.
case the Chinese try to regulate the water. Secondly, also get in touch with Bangladesh, Bhutan, who are also impacted, and raise the issue at multilateral forums, because we cannot accept this situation where Chinese are going to weaponize the river waters
I think
of
India's
Brahmaputra.
largest strategic goals need to now be kept at the center in terms of deciding the next course of action. As far as China is concerned, this is a very clear attempt to weaponize Brahmaputra, to weaponize water, given the fact that so many rivers actually flow in from Tibet, and then India is one of the downstream countries where the water actually flows through, and China's attempt is quite clear. I'm going to leave it there, General Dwivedi. Thanks much for
Thank
joining us on India Global.